I mean, the way I approached it was I knew that Matt, whatever he was going to write, it would have substance, that it would be original, and that it would be, that it would, it would be different. I mean, obviously there are, you're handed a role which has got an enormous past, but that's the great thing about acting in these projects. Like I was saying to you yesterday, you are sort of the custodian of these projects for a period of time. You are given the gift of these roles, knowing that rather like any sort of Shakespeare play, that in the future someone else will play Hamlet or Iago in Othello or King Lear. But whilst you've got it, you make it your own. Even as we speak with Matt directing and making his new version of Batman, of course, there's the joke. There's going to be a second Joker film, as we know, and also the whole DC universe, which is about James Gunn's taken over. So everyone is aware that they've got a piece of this huge franchise that they want to, really put their heart and soul into in different ways. And the same approach happens when you're acting. So I knew that I wanted to make Alfred, carry this guilt, basically, that he was strong, that there was a strength there, that he was a soldier, that he had trained in security, probably worked for MI5, and then would have been security for, say, a royal family, or sort of quite high-standing families, and then ends up working for the Wayne Enterprises, and isn't there for Bruce in his hour of need with his parents. So carrying that guilt was very much part of the way that we approached it.
And you feel it, especially with the way you play it. I'm going to ask something very controversial right now. Who is Team DC? Make some noise. Team Marvel. Now, this is something that I've always kind of wondered. When you're an actor, and obviously an actor of your level, maybe you can call the shots a little more than other people. You have done both. Now, you've been in the DC universe and the Marvel universe. You were in Black Panther. Amazing in Black Panther, right? Infinity War? No, which one were you in? You started Marvel in...
I started with Avengers.
Avengers, okay. Is there any... I don't know, when you show up to a DC set, are there any executives being like, oh, why do we have a Marvel guy here, and vice versa? Or do you have to agree, it's like, okay, I have to play both sides, I'm happy here in both worlds, or is it just not talked about? It's like you leave that to the business people.
I don't think there's that kind of battle going on really between them. I really don't think that. They're both respectful of each other's franchises, and everyone wants everyone to succeed, because we want people to go to the cinema. We want people to get out. And post-COVID, more than ever, you want people, it's not quite there yet. And we're really, really conscious of the fact that we need and want, as hopefully you all feel the same. You want cinema to continue, and we don't all just want to, much as though we all love watching extended form TV on streaming platforms, we absolutely want that experience of all sitting together in a cinema. And actually, whatever the new forms of that will be in the next 5 to 10 years, which are going to be interesting.
And speaking of COVID, during the pandemic, and this speaks so much, this man has more work ethic, I think, than I've ever seen anyone have. You've done some incredible things, and we talked about that in the big panel yesterday. He learned 30 operas, he played the violin, he learned how to play the violin for a movie he was in for 60 seconds or 3 minutes or something. Crazy, right? During the pandemic, you read the entire Hobbit, front to back, the entire thing. How long did that take you? You did a live stream and you read the entire thing for how long?
It was 11 hours, I think, and I had 4 2-minute pee breaks. I know there are whole passages. There are whole passages where I started off reading thinking it was Gandalf, and by the end it was Thorin. It was like, oh no! So I had to retreat. That was a thing.
That was a thing, yeah.
But it was great. I loved doing it, and we raised a lot of money for the National Health Service in the UK, which is really cool.